everyone. Welcome to the highlights of day 3 of this first test match. The match happening at Galle, and indeed it is turning out to be absolutely interesting, with the pitch now gradually looking to take some spin, and it is also rather brown and dry, and the Sri Lankan spinners coming into play on this surface, which is a typical Galle surface, as we know. And the match summary or the mini card as it happens on day 3 is West Indies in a spot of bother on 113 for 6. They're still trailing by 273 runs after Sri Lanka made 386. Just look at that wickets column, it's all been spin. The off spinner Mendes has taken 3 for 23, and the 2 left arm spinners have got 3 wickets amongst them. So it's going to be a real challenge for the West Indian batsmen, and it's time for some action on day 3.
Good morning to you, Fazir. Good morning to all our viewers from all over the world. Having a chat to a few of the concerned people. There is a bit of a concern, but only control what's controllable. And at the moment, West Indies got 2 experienced players in Mayers and that man Jason Holder, who I expect to be positive. And also when the chips are down most of the time, the former captain has had brilliant days for West Indies. I'm pretty sure Sri Lankans know about it and got their work cut out to get the 4 wickets first and then think about the next innings.
Well, the man who says he's in love with Test cricket, Lasith Embaldenia, is going to get us going from the fort end here at Galle. I wonder if the West Indies players would have been watching that tutorial from Amr Sohail and how to cope with spin in these conditions. In any event, the challenge is here immediately. Jason Holder on strike.
Straight away, spin and bounce.
There he goes over the top. And that's the strength of a Jason Holder. He strikes the ball cleanly and powerfully, and he gets going this morning.
Anything in the arc will be going at that time. I must have giving it a bit air. At the pitch of the ball, going through the line. It's a brilliant shot by Jason Holder, showing the intent very soon as possible. The pressure back at the bowler.
Again too short. And again a boundary. A poor first over from Ramesh Mendes. It's 129 for 6. Far too short in his opening over, Mendes, and the left-hander able to capitalize. Not all that confident with the shot. The bowler was interested, but I don't get the impression that the keeper, Dinesh Chandimal, was all that confident. But they're going to review.
Can I have the ultra edge there, please?
Stand by half 3 and roll half 3.
Keep it rolling through, keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through. Keep it rolling through up to the keeper. Yes, fat line as the ball passes the bat and gap between bat and ball. I am satisfied. Go back to on-field umpire, please. Ruchi, you can stay with your not out decision. You are on camera.
Confirmation that umpire Ruchira Paligurage got it right. The Duke's ball wearing, but it's certainly not wearing off the bat of Jason Holder. Lovely, fluent shot which just emphasizes the quality that he brings to West Indies batsmanship in the lower part of the order.
Yeah, quality shot that. Opening the face slightly to get that gap. Not trying to hit too hard down the ground. Nice front arm as well as the bottom man.
That is the intent I'm enjoying. What a shot that was. Against the turn. Back left allowed him to get to the pitch of the ball and hit the ball with the angle bat. That's a stroke and a half on a pitch like this. Excellent execution of extra cover drive.
That's a beautiful shot. Didn't try to overhit it. That was the key. Stayed in the shot for as long as possible. That's a correction from Ramesh Mendes. Osha the Fernando once again in the hunt. 152 for 6. Dhananjay bowls with a slightly different trajectory to Mendes. Oh, that's a poor ball. Dragged down. A freebie for Jason Holder. Hoiks it over deep mid-wicket. That's the first 6 of the West Indian innings.
See that what happens. You put pressure on the bowler and then you get freebies like these.
That shot and cut away to the backward point fence. Sweeper Cove has no chance of cutting that off. Another boundary to Kyle Mayers.
Yeah, use that trajectory from the bowler and also the pace. Rocked back and gave it a real thump. Myers played the ball with the hard hands, couldn't get to the pitch of the ball, and what a catch.
Breakthrough that Sri Lanka needed. Dhananjay De Silva getting one to hold. And look at that, Karunaratne in there. Ball sticking in his right hand. He'll enjoy that.
Another bowling change. It's happening frequently. Used his feet. Hit the ball over the boundary line. That's a hit and a half, isn't it?
Yeah, first ball from Mendes back into the attack. Jason Holder taking the attack to him down the track. Not quite to the pitch of the ball, but against the breeze as well. That's a big stroke.
Yeah, he's backing his ability. He's not looking to hold back. I'm quite enjoying the intent of Jason Holder.
Saying that easily caught. Oh, what another catch. Brilliant by Dushman Chami, the lanky fast ball at cover point. Equally to do with Karunaratne's, this was magnificent.
Well, the Sri Lankan catching has been outstanding. Magnificent is the word. And Mickey Arthur's getting excited, but take a look at this catch. Just a touch short on the back foot. Not in control. What a catch. What a catch. You said the lanky fast bowler, Dushmantha Chamira, moved quickly and eventually diving. Two-handed catch. Holder goes for 36. 175 now for 8. That swung away on the leg side. That's a poor delivery. Ramesh Mendes have been dragging it down a little bit. I think that's an area that he's really looking to work hard and work a lot. I think it's work in progress as far as he's concerned. We've seen that those little areas that needs to be fine-tuned, as it were, and my goodness, forward short leg.
Way too short. Way too short. And that ends the discussion about enforcing the follow-on.
That's way too short from Praveen Javikrama. Osha the Fernando at short leg was in the firing line.
Well played again. This will run away once more. On the talk about his size and his lack of mobility, certainly he's lending bat to ball right now and playing good, proper cricketing shots.
Certainly no mug with the bat. Rakeem Cornwall.
Taking it from mid-wicket and clearing mid-wicket easily. The man back there was anticipating just for a millisecond that he would have had a chance, but only a millisecond.
Look at that shot. This is CPL stuff. He opens the batting in the CPL. Solid base, generates a lot of power from those broad hips of his. Transfers that so far back into the stands.
He'll find the gap again. Dive in vain. Boundaries continue to flow off the bat of Rakeem Cornwall.
Ramesh Mendis under pressure. Tossing that one up outside the off stump. The previous one over mid-wicket, this one through extra cover. Vain effort from Dushmant Chamira at mid-off. Has a go again, that's around the corner, that's going to run away for 4 as well. Ramesh Mendis put under the cosh by Rakeem Cornwall, off-spinner against off-spinner.
In the overall context of the game, Sri Lanka are still in charge, but this is an important passage because the spinners are not always going to have things their own way. You are going to be tested when batsmen, top order batsmen, low order players go after you. This could run away just to the left of backward point, and 100 runs in the session for the West Indies. But that's going to be the lunch interval. It's been a good session for the West Indies. So that's where we are on this Tuesday morning here in Galle. In fact, approaching the lunch hour period. West Indies trailed by 171 runs, 2 wickets in hand. Amar Sohail, interesting prospects as we look to the action continuing this afternoon.
Yeah, I was impressed in the morning session. You know, West Indies showing the world that they have the fight. And from a hopeless situation, they have slightly enhanced their chances. First, they avoided that dreaded follow-on, and now they're reducing the deficit. And that's a challenge for Sri Lanka at the moment.
Towards you. Yeah, middle.
Josh De Silva looked good. Dealt with spinner efficiently. And his partner, Cornwall, was adept as well. Dushmant Chamira has been entrusted by the captain to start the proceeding after lunch. I'll be hoping to get rid of these two remaining batsmen, as quickly as possible.
And probably hoping as well that that angry-looking crowd just behind our commentary position doesn't come here. In fact, just about 10 minutes ago, we saw the ground staff running towards the covers in anticipation of maybe some showers. There is some rain away in the distance, about a couple miles away from here. Whether it gets here or not, we'll just have to wait and see if the prevailing winds, which generally head in the other direction. But we're ready to get underway on time. Miscued just a bit. Positive intent, but could so easily have given it away. Miscued pull in the air and taken. So the introduction of Lakmal before the new ball has brought about the breakthrough.
Yeah, responded to the captain's call. Suranga Lakmal there. Surprised the batsman with the second bouncer at this over. And got the desired result. Just miscuing that hook shot. And a very well-judged catch from Ramesh Mendis. And made to work hard to break this partnership, Sri Lankan bowlers. A good contribution from Cornwall. 39 from 58 deliveries. It's 2-2-4 for 9.
The weather might be getting a bit gloomy. In fact, even as Shannon Gabriel reaches out there, he was looking up to those clouds, and he's probably saying a quiet thank you right now, because they're going to pull on the covers even as he was prepared to come to the crease with the fall of Rakeem Cornwall.
Ground staff take no time to cover the square and also the ground. Story of this game in a nutshell. West Indies still behind, 162 runs.
We're certainly hoping for play to resume in mid-afternoon after the stoppage, half an hour after lunch. But the rain just kept coming, not torrential, but the sight of the umpires. It's never a good sight when the umpires go towards the players' dressing room, and there's umpire Palya Guruge indicating to the West Indies team that there'll be no more play on this third day. The West Indies put up a good fight. Sri Lanka, of course, disappointed. Dimuth Karunaratne, a rueful smile on his face, recognizing the inevitable as umpire Kumar Dharmasena gives him the news. And of course, for the coach Mickey Arthur, he would have been keen to have as much play as possible on this third day to press home Sri Lanka's advantage. But the West Indies put up a fight, as I said, 113 for 6 overnight. And then we saw Jason Holder together with Kyle Mayers in a partnership of 63. And then more resistance from Rakeem Cornwall and Joshua De Silva. And it was the dismissal of Cornwall just as Shannon Gabriel was walking onto the field, the last man, that the shower started. And we haven't had any play since then. And play has now been called off officially for the rest of the day. The West Indies 224 for 9. The one wicket not going to the spinners was the last one to fall, that of Rakeem Cornwall, taken by Suranga Lakmal in the 80th over with the second new ball now due. The spinners Jayakrama and Mendes dominating together with Embledenia and Dhananjaya De Silva. So this gives you the overall situation. Even with the time lost, there's still the prospect of an interesting finale going into the last 2 days of this test, weather permitting. West Indies trailing at this stage by 162 runs on first innings with 1 wicket in hand.